within smaller family groups, the more that people can come together as a group and have a shared understanding about what's healthy, the better. That's the most important thing. Within the larger groups, there's not a point in judgment. There's a point in just respecting differences, with an understanding that people who do have different attitudes and ideas than you do are probably not people you want to be in close contact with, because it's just not going to be safe.
Right.
And it's not about judgment. It's just about safety. So if you can sort of bubble up, then that might be a way to be safe within a smaller group. For instance, if you're having an adult child come to visit, then they would have to quarantine for a period of time. They would have to take a COVID test. They would probably have to do it before they travel and after they return traveling, and then they'd have to quarantine. And once the quarantine is over, once the COVID results are there, then they can come and spend some time. But that's a whole process of planning and being deliberate and agreeing not to be in the contact of others. And that's a lot of work. So there'd have to be a commitment and mutual understanding, like you're part of the same ecosystem. It is challenging, but if it's understood, we don't need to make this into something insurmountable. And, going inside other people's environments is a challenge as well, depending on how safe that environment is. So it's about mask wearing and 6 feet apart, at least at 6 feet apart, if not more, hand washing, but it's also about the space inside, because that's another big threat. So being outside is better than being inside. And there can be different opinions on these ideas within smaller communities. And so that's where the peer pressure comes in. How do you manage your own perspective when other people have a different perspective in a loving, kind way? That again, this isn't about judgment, it's about safety. And so you might have to agree that, when you can hear that somebody else has a different point of view, that's okay. There just has to be mutual respect for the different perspectives.